Okay, guys, it's time. It's finally time. We're going to do a little PSA about time signatures because it's time to we got to figure it out. It's time to figure it out. In order to do that, we need to talk about the basic units of music, which are notes. We have the whole note. The whole note is a long note. You see that it has 4 beats in it. If you were going to play a whole note, you would play when you said 1 and count the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You only play when you say 1 there. Next, we move to half notes. Half notes are what you get when you cut a whole note in surprise half. In this case, it looks like the whole note, except it's got a stem sticking out the side of it. In this case, you would only play when you said 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still happening inside of 4 beats, but now there's twice as many. Instead of just being on beat 1, now it's beats 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then when you cut half notes in half, you get quarter notes. This is where you play a note on all 4 of the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we look at a measure of music. There's no rules, kids. There's no rules. There is no governing force telling us how much room we have in a measure of music. You could put 1,158 notes in one measure, and there's no rule telling you that you can't do it. It would make it completely illegible. So we use a time signature to stay organized. What these numbers really mean is 4 quarters or 4 quarter notes. A time signature is just a rule that tells you how much room you have in a measure of music before you have to move on to the next measure. 4 over 4 means 4 quarters. You have the room of 4 quarter notes before you've got to move on. So here we go. Here we go. Put a guy, 1 quarter note, 2 quarter notes, 3 quarter notes, 4 quarter notes. Does this satisfy our rule? 4 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure does. Boom. Got to go to the next one. We put a whole note in there. How many quarter notes are in a whole note? Let's take a look. Oh, are there 4? 1. Does that satisfy our rule? Yes, it super does. Because there's 4 quarter notes in 1 whole note. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Half note, quarter note. Does this satisfy our rule? We need 4 quarter notes. We have 4 quarter notes here. That does it. We have a whole note which has 4 quarter notes in it. That does it. We have a half note that is worth 2 quarter notes. And then 1 quarter note. No, you fucking Skeksis. It does not satisfy it. That is only 3 beats. In order to make this work, we need to add 1 more note. Boom. And then this and that. How many quarter notes are in a half note? 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it all works. 4 over 4. Guys, that's it. It's just a rule that tells you how much room you have.